I love co-producing with LJ because it not only builds just our regular comedy community, it builds our people of color community, because there's not a lot of people of color comics in our scene. My main goal is to build the community. Like, I want to make sure that like people in the comedy community here in Boise, because it is a small community, have a space where they can express themselves and be who they are.
Helping shepherd younger comics through the process of figuring out how to do comedy, because especially in Boise right now, we don't have a comedy club. So sort of giving them that sort of rich community in place of a club, so hopefully they can navigate the wider world of comedy with a little more confidence.
The diversity here in Boise is very limited, and when you have somebody who feels the confidence to get up on stage, I want to provide that space.
But also hopefully imparting like the tools and the wisdom that we've gathered over the years of doing things, to sort of give them the confidence to go out, get on the road, and sort of make comedy as viable for them as possible. I know for me personally, gigs sort of started opening up more when it was sort of clear to the people in charge of that stuff that I was willing to go to like a more rural area, which can be intimidating as a black person. So you want to give them the sort of the tools and the know-how how to approach that. You know, don't be scared of a show out in Twin Falls or Pocatello or wherever, if it's just a little outside of Boise, or Montana in the sticks somewhere.
Scobie, Montana. I was 20 minutes away from Canada, 20 minutes from North Dakota, and I was like, I'll be okay out here.
Yeah, so safe space at home, but also the tools to go out there and be bold wherever you go.
Yeah, and just like know your wherewithal and know your worth as well.
And comedy as a whole is like, you know, a lot of people come to it for comfort, but also usually the best comedy I think we all have found is something that pushes you a little bit and makes you think a little bit. So that's sort of what I'm talking about, like sort of imparting those tools to younger comics of like knowing when and where to push and when and where to sort of ease back and like lead to sort of, you know, it's a very sort of, every room's different and you have to feel that out, and just sort of imparting all of that knowledge and all the other stuff that goes with performing.
It is always just like such a pleasure, like when I get off stage and I like tell people about my upbringing and about my family and everything, and they come to me afterwards and they're like, I had no idea. Thank you so much. And they get that gratitude where it's like, thank you. I have educated you in a way to where you better understand what it is to be a comedian, a black comic, and a female comic.